Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to tonight's Flying Fluffy Hockey live stream of the Florida Panthers versus the Utah Mammoth. How's everyone doing? So, Daniel says happy Tuesday. Colin says it should be Bob versus Vanacek tonight on Star Wars night. Oh, would you look at that? It is Vitek Vanacek. Hello, Robert. So I probably have to guess that you've heard by now that Thatcher Demko is going to be out for the rest of the season for the Canucks with a hip injury. So that means Vancouver's taking efforts are only going to get better from here. And the Avalanche gave Sam Malinsky a 4-year extension with an annual cap hit of $4.75 million. Apparently, the NHL Department of Player Safety will now determine supplemental discipline for players who violate all league rules rather than just those who commit physical infractions. Since the Department of Player Safety was formed prior to the 2011-12 season, it had been responsible for supplemental discipline for in-game physical fouls that violated NHL rules and or caused injuries. Players that violated other league policies, inappropriate language, obscene gestures, abuse of officials, and the like were disciplined by Colin Campbell. Now those punishments will be determined by player safety. George Peros, the NHL Senior Vice President of Player Safety, determines the reasoned $5,000 fine to Maple Leafs forward Nylander for flipping his middle finger at a TSN camera during their game on Sunday afternoon. Why would Nylander go and do a stupid thing like that? Hello, Icy. How you doing? There are still exceptions. Apparently, the NHL said that Commissioner Gary Bettman will still be responsible for significant off-ice player discipline decisions, such as last year's suspensions to players involved in the Hockey Canada trial. Campbell is expected to continue as the NHL's disciplinarian for league rules violations by coaches and team executives. Twisted Wristers says, "Let's go Panthers." Hey, Nick says, "Regulation victory is all you'll accept. You gotta get the Mammoth off your Sharks' backs in the playoff chase." That in and of itself is an absurd sentence to read in 2026. the Sharks' playoff race instead of being already tanking. Jake says they kept putting the camera on him the whole game and he was getting annoyed by it. Henderson says Sergachev did the same thing last year. It was funny then and it's funny this time. Yeah, I mean, you wonder how much of it is due to just the fact that it's William Nylander. They fined him $5,000 for flipping the middle finger to a broadcast camera that was shown on air during the game broadcast of a Sunday matinee. George Peros said he hopes the fine would serve as a reminder the code of conduct of governing extends throughout the arena at NHL games and in public game situations. The 29-year-old apparently apologized hours later on Instagram, writing, "Only love for Leafs Nation. Sorry about my moment of frustration today. Didn't mean to upset anyone. Looking forward to being back on the ice and not in the stands." Nylander doubled down on his apology when he was speaking in front of reporters and clarified that his frustration came from not being able to play and battle alongside his teammates. I mean, his team's lost 4 straight at home and has lost 6 of the last 7 games. I'm sure Nylander got frustrated. I just find it fascinating. Was it really this incident that now makes it so that the Department of Player Safety is responsible for all the discipline related to players' on ice actions and instead of Colin Campbell, did you hear about that?
What?
That the Department of Player Safety now handle supplemental discipline for the players who violate all league rules rather than just those who commit physical infractions. So it basically means Colin Campbell can only be the disciplinarian for coaches and team execs. JC says that's such a BS cop-out by Nylander. He knew what he was doing, and it was totally aimed at the media and fans alike. I wonder if the Instagram post was written by him or by a person handling his social media. I know some players run their own social media, and I know some probably have handlers that will write on the social media themselves. I mean, you can debate all night long about whether it was funny or insulting for Nylander to flip the bird, but maybe it's not such a good idea to flip it on national television. Deus says, "Hey guys, let's get this dub. Buffalo versus Toronto. Who to root for?"
We just need to get 2 points. That's all that matters.
I'm actually going to say root for the Leafs because we could really use the Sabres to not be on a game win streak that when they're one of the teams we're chasing for Atlantic Division supremacy.
Yeah, I get
the absurdity of having to chase the Sabres.
I know.
Let alone, it's one thing if it's Bruins or even Canadiens and Red Wings, and the Lightning are already at 70 points, but the Sabres. Nick from Twisted Wrister showed up. He said he will only accept a Panthers regulation win because he needs the Mammoth to be slowed down.
Gotcha.
Vitek Vanacek, 2 points, 9.2 goals against average, 8.83 save percentage. His last win was October 26th at Winnipeg.
Wow.
Bob, you're not supposed to have worse stats than Vitek Vanacek. What have they done to you? 3.09 goals against average and 8.75 save percentage. That's it. That's it. Tarasov needs to be the starter. Bob has worse numbers than Vitek Vanacek, a goalie who hasn't won a game since October.
Ugh. He's fine. Everything is fine. Here we go. Marshan Lundell.
Lundell tried the short side shot. Panthers 0, Mammoth 0. Okay, yep, we're good here. Tonight, the Leafs are honoring the 50th anniversary of Daryl Sittler's 10-point game. Frozen Duckling, it's Bob.
Yeah.
Tonight. Tony says it's first time in NHL history a defenseman back-to-back hat trick. Bouchard and Ekholm for the Oilers.
Wow.
The Mammoth are 9-2-1 since January 1st. Only the Lightning have been better at 10-1-1. 10-1-1. I thought the Lightning were supposed to be washed. Zabrango, Boquist, and Cunnin were the scratches. Did they change the lines at all?
No. I think everything is the same. Yep, there's Vilmanus with Bennett and Kachuk. So there you go. Can't argue about it. Sanaskevich scored on the fourth line and we won 5-1.
Yeah. Jake was asking who was the Panthers player who put up 2 middle fingers when they were celebrating winning a second cup, and that was Greer. Frozen Duckling says, I watched that Oilers game. They were getting dominated until Anaheim surrendered a double minor penalty. Okay. So looks like every game that started already, there's no score updates yet. Toronto fans are complaining about him not getting fined for that. They almost redirected it into their own nets.
Oh, that would have been so beautiful.
That would have been hilarious. Reinhardt shoots into Vanacek. Panthers, I beg of you, do not lose to the goal you brought in as essentially a guy for practices last year.
Right.
He did get at least one win with us.
He got one win for us.
But it's not like we were ever going to turn to him in the playoffs unless unless something catastrophic happens. Oh, that was not a great pass. Was that Ekblad?
Oh, jeez.
Tony says, hope the Panthers win against Utah to avoid a first-round matchup against the Avalanche, Knights, or Oilers. Let's see. Less than 17 minutes to go. Shots are already tied at 2, though I can't I remember how those shots even happened. Most of it has just been skating through the neutral zone with the occasional failed centering pass like that. Marchand shot blocked. Frozen Duckling says the Stars need to take out Colorado again.
Good job, Marchand.
Well, the odds are in the favor of whoever plays against Colorado in any given round of the playoffs, President's Trophy and all.
Right.
Lundell had
almost
centered it to
just wide. Oh, another steal.
Colin says, I remember Vanny had like back-to-back shutouts in his first 2 starts as a Panther. Forsling
almost Chucky's first goal.
Henderson quoting Leafs fans by Thursday. There, see? Yari Curry clearly flips the camera off as Gretz scores and no fine.
They'll switch sports. They'll want Brian Cox retroactively fined for his finger to the Buffalo Bill fans.
Tony says, I heard Evander Kane is being traded and he could end up in Florida, LA, or Colorado, or Dallas.
They mentioned Florida in every single trade rumor now, and none of it's true.
I'm thinking LA is the only team that's going to be desperate enough to trade for Evander Kane. The Kings right now are probably looking to add to try and get back into the playoffs, since right now they're being usurped by teams like the Ducks.
Yeah.
It's not good for the Kings. Wonder if it's just a natural phenomenon that defending Stanley Cup champions with a history of making big splash trades like us are just automatically linked to practically every trade rumor. That's not as super ludicrous.
Right. No, they just mention us. That's just the agents spreading bullshit because they think that will increase their clients' value if somebody thinks Florida might get them.
Frozen says Evander Kane is worse of a player than Ryan Reeves. They might as well trade for Reeves and save money. 14:01 to go in the first. So remind me, a couple of former Panthers ended up here.
Well, Stenlin is there.
Stenlin.
Nate Schmidt is there. And, of course, Vanacek is there.
Yeah. The dude says, good point, Jaws. You didn't consider the agent's angle.
Yeah, they used to do that all the time with the Dolphins. Back when Ross was really trying to make things happen and he was willing to spend huge money. Every player that was even possible to be traded was mentioned, the Dolphins might be interested in that team, and it was always just a ploy because everybody knew Ross would be somebody that would overpay for a guy. So if the teams heard that Ross and the Dolphins were interested, it would raise their price. Same thing with the Panthers now. They know that, we'll trade Spencer Knight for Seth Jones right in the middle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We'll go get Marchand.
Yeah.
But under our circumstances this year,
we don't have
the space to do it. I really don't think we have the need when we're healthy. Really, when we're healthy, we already don't have the money to have Rodriguez on the ice.
Go
ahead.
Frozen Duckling says Evander Kane reminds him of Tua of the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Tony says, what does your dad think about Nylander getting a fine for the flipping the bird?
I mean, you kind of have to give him something for the league to save face that way.
Yeah.
Caught on camera.
Jamie. I mean, he did it on purpose.
Right. I mean, it's $5,000. You know what I mean?
Jamie says, good evening, gentlemen. Hope you're doing great. We got bad storms, ice storms in Nashville where you live.
Ooh, boy.
Yeah.
Hopefully you still got power.
Hey, Henderson, thank you for the 5.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Henderson. Thank you, bud.
Henderson
much appreciated.
Smugly flips off the web camera and says, good luck tonight, Panthers. Robert Marison says, Andrej Palat could be traded.
Yeah, there's it'll be busier. I think maybe before the Olympic break than normal.
I just wonder if we'll be seeing big fire sales from teams like the Rangers and Canucks.
Might.
I mean, the Canucks have basically no hope left, not with Thatcher Demko being out for the rest of the season.
Yeah. All right, Vilman's got to take the draw. Wins the draw.
Bjorn Foot moves it along to Petrie. Jamie says, please let Seattle beat the Patriots. Well, seeing as Pete Carroll's not their head coach and Geno Smith's not their quarterback, they should be okay. 1-0 Sabres. Matthews is already at a -1 pending the offside challenge. There's a roster freeze in effect from the start to the end of the Olympics.
That's what I'm saying is I think it'll be busier before the Olympic freeze.
Well, there's only about a week left until that happens.
Oh.
The freeze is from February 4th to February 22nd, so just before and just after.
Right.
Yes, we do want the Seahawks to win too, because it means we get to laugh at the Jets more. No matter who wins the Super Bowl, there's at least one AFC East team that's going to be not happy.
Right.
Hey, MJ, thank you for the 10.
Hey, thank you, MJ. Thank you, bud. Thank you, buddy. How you doing, bud?
Thank you, MJ, for the 10.
Thank you, MJ.
Says, happy Tuesday, Jaws and Kyle. Are you staying warm and clearing snow there? Serious notes, due to everything going on, there will be no headlines from me until further notice. Let's go, Panthers, go, Panthers, go.
Yeah, I understand completely. Verhage, he whiffed on the shot. Thank you, MJ. Appreciate you, bud.
Yes, Vilmonis is on the seconds line.
Yeah.
Vegas has a 1-0 lead against the Habs. Go Vegas. I'm guessing that the Yeah, we actually want the Leafs to win tonight because if the Panthers want to have a chance of catching up in the division, we need the teams above us to stop winning.
We're fine. We're already in the playoff spot.
All right. Colin says, is asking for a Samo goal too much to ask in back-to-back games?
I don't know. If he may not want to score another goal. If he does, he'll never get off the fourth line.
JC, Mackey's on the fourth line. That's why you might not be seeing him that much. One Hurricanes fan says, South Florida is going to be the coldest it's been in 26 years. You live just north of Palm Beach, and you'll be in the 20s and teens with wind chill.
We had that cold snap when we were there in 2004, I think. The year where... No, that was the Hurricanes.
Samoskevich with the puck. There he is with Greer. It must have been Bjornfoot scoring that made Samo realize he needed to score.
Yeah.
Before he was in danger of getting eclipsed by Tobias Bjornfoot. "26 years, so." All right, we're over halfway.
Oh, here comes Greer.
Greer on the move, but he cannot collect the puck. Puck is loose in front, but the Mammoth take it. All right, so now Schmaltz carries the puck into the zone for the Mammoth. And the shot from the blue line was deflected and out of play. 8:51 to go in the first.
Okay.
Nothing.
All right, here we go. Oh, that's Lawson Krause. That's the other guy that's on Utah that was a Panther.
Miami is even dipping into the mid-30s with the freeze coming this week.
Dang, we might hit the mid-20s here in the day tomorrow, maybe. Probably not.
Here is the weather forecast. No, I don't want the stupid ads, AccuWeather.
I know.
"26-9, 21-7, 19-5, 18-2 on Friday.
Why is it getting worse?
15-12 on Saturday, and then Sunday is a balmy 22, cloudy, windy, and very cold with a chance for snow. There is the potential for a major winter storm.
Awesome! That sounds fantastic, Kyle. I don't like your weather report at all.
The real feel for practically all of these days is in the single digits.
We're going to have to sell your silver to pay the electric bill.
Don't you touch my silver.
Well, maybe I'll just sell my firstborn instead. Oh, wait.
Vegas Golden Knights 1-0 at Montreal. Fans are booing Marner every time he touches the puck.
Jeez. Oh, man.
Jamie says, I would assume you guys get some good crab cakes out there.
Crab cakes are insane. First of all, I don't like them. Secondly, as an example, Donna's mom wanted crab cakes for her birthday in August. So we got her the 2 crab cake dinner with like the potatoes and a side.
At a restaurant.
And it was takeout, but it was at a restaurant. It's $70 for the 2 crab cake dinner.
Apparently, Toronto's taking the 1-0 lead against Buffalo.
Damn it. All right, call us a goal, Kyle.
Forsling sends it around to Lundell, but the puck bounces away. Oosterainen at the blue line. Marchand has to turn around. Keeps it moving along to Lundell. All right, so now the puck is dumped into the zone. Forsling.
Over there.
$70 for 2 crab cakes. That's flipping highway robbery.
Yep. That's because they've eaten all the crabs out of the bay.
MJ says he needs the cold. It's in the 40s in Idaho every month from October through April. Too much of the same thing. The 40s is like purgatory. It's like too cold to really enjoy yourself without layers, but too warm to get any snow.
Yeah. Okay, let's go.
Rick says from New Jersey, it's 5 degrees tonight.
Yeah, we're not all that far. There goes one of those rebounds, but luckily we got it cleared out.
JC says, Jaws, you get
nice pass to Bennett.
Jaws, you'll get a better return for your firstborn than what Boston got from March. They lied.
Oh, no.
They lied about Kentucky saying it was going to get 20 inches of snow. Did they get
that came out?
Did they get ice, continuous ice? Because that's what we ended up after the first 6 to 8 inches of snow. We ended up with another several inches of just
and now
ice.
It's just a foot of a brick.
It's basically like walking on an ice sheet out there.
Yep.
You either can't get traction at all on your snow boots, or you crunch right through the ice.
And every day it's been getting colder, so it ain't melting.
Western Kentucky, 7.5 inches of snow.
Yeah, we would have had 1.5 feet of snow if it would have all been snow. Easy. Which that would have been a little bit easier to deal with.
Yeah.
And more fun. Leia she's just out there walking around in the backyard. Mm-hmm. The ice for her, she doesn't even go through it. She just can't. There's no ground for her. She just walks on the ice.
Olechka says 2 goals for Chucky tonight, or I call in sick tomorrow.
I think you just want to call in sick.
Philip says UPK is in net for Buffalo. You think Toronto has a good chance tonight?
As long as they don't go to overtime.
And that means they're going to go to overtime. Because that's what the Eastern Conference has been doing to us.
I mean, it does start. Uh-oh. Oh, no! Oh!
Bob.
Woo! See, that play right there is a prime example of sometimes you're lucky, sometimes you're not.
Yeah.
Now, that rebound off of him fumbling the puck goes wide, so it don't show up in the stats, right?
Yeah.
But if it don't go wide, then he fumbled the puck, and now there goes the save percentage.
JC says, sadly, the ice is finally too thin to skate on. It was fun while it lasted. the neighbor's never seen anything like that. A guy in hockey skates going up and down the street with a stick and puck.
We got a delayed penalty here. There goes Bob.
And one of these games is tied at 1 now. I'm not sure which one. Winnipeg, the early 1-0 lead against the Devils. Glove save by Vitek Vanecek. Oh, the Leafs just had the game tied against them by the Sabres.
Lene, everything's okay, kiddo. Okay, Kyle.
So Buffalo tied it up. Vegas, the early 1-0 lead against Montreal. Winnipeg, the early 1-0 lead against New Jersey. The Bruins, 1-0 lead over Nashville. Stop it!
Stop it, Boston. What are you doing?
At this moment, that's at least 1 point guaranteed for Boston, Buffalo, and Toronto. I hate it. Stop giving the rest of the East points.
We just got to keep winning.
All right. AMJ, thank you for the 10.
Hey, thank you, MJ. Thank you, bud. Thank you, buddy.
All right, we're talking weather here. What's the coldest outdoor temperature you could handle? What's the hottest you can tolerate? For him, 30 and below. For hot, 90 and above. Or...
Well, the coldest I've been in is about 55 below when I was in Alaska.
And that was over 30 years ago.
That was almost 40 years ago. Closer to 40 than 30, unfortunately.
Around 35.
Yeah.
Fans of Central Metro Pacific teams.
And the hottest I've ever been is 104, and that was when we were in Fishing Creek.
Oh, yeah.
We had 2 straight days of 104-degree temps. All right,
that
here comes the power
fun.
No, that sucked.
Reinhardt loses the puck. Henderson says, fans of Central Metro Pacific teams. What a fun season. Fans of Atlantic teams. Ah!
Yeah.
You have to adjust that slightly. If you are not Stars, Avalanche, or Wild fans, then if you are a Central hockey fan, you're like, dadgummit, have to get a wild card somehow. Because you ain't getting one of those top 3 spots.
No, you're not. Ah, crap. All right, Bubba. We need you, Bubba.
That was not it, Bob. Bob. Joel Suriel says he's here at the game.
Really? Ugh.
Vanecek. Yeah, if Vanecek is the goalie. We surrender a short-handed goal to kick things off. Brilliant.
Oh.
Craig says 35 below in Minnesota low and high of 124 in Death Valley.
Jeez.
That's practically a sauna at that point without the moisture. Padelron says, always shorthanded, too aggressive on the power play. Bob can't stop it all.
Yeah, this is way more shorties than I remember us giving up. Come on, guys. Score so I don't have to lift.
Goat Slayer says, "Hey, Kyle and Jaws, I love how I tune in to Bob giving up a goal. You know, Terry, never mind. I'm exhausted of saying it. This team drives me to drink. You surrendered a shorty to a team who has Vitek Vanacek in their nets, and he has better statistical numbers this season than Bob." That's the second shorthanded goal allowed in the last 3 games. Oh, the Leafs are winning 2-1 now. Frozen says, "I prefer the cold because you can put a coat on. You can't put on a coat if it's 100 degrees.
It's true.
Oh, Rodriguez, you had a completely wide open net. How do you not score there?
Come on, bro. He had more time than he realized, too.
Henderson says, "Popsicles can't spend money." I think I might prefer extreme heat to extreme cold. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, Greer was sitting on top of him. There's no way there's a goal.
It is a lot easier to get yourself cooled off when it's hot than it is to get yourself warmed up if you get cold. Remember Vanacek's name on the Stanley Cup. All right.
Okay.
So yeah, Greer practically crashed into Vanny in the paint, so there was no way they were going to give us a goal there.
Yeah.
This is brilliant. This is brilliant, Panthers surrendering a short-handed goal.
He was pushed into him.
So, over under on penalties by Greer. The under is working right now. He's actually drawn a penalty instead of taking one himself, apparently.
Yeah.
Well, that's because as the Mammoth are on a back-to-back, we can't let them win.
We played a pretty good period so far, except for the one freaking stupid mistake.
Yeah.
And that has just been our MO, is we just keep making stupid mistakes and leaving Bob out to dry, and he's really not been making, I mean, the breakaways, he hasn't made any breakaway saves this year that I remember. I'm sure there's been one or two, but I can't tell if we've just been giving up more breakaways or if he's just not stopping them.
Kerry Williamson says, as Oilers fan, and even after the 2 beatdowns, I enjoy your watch party streams, but the Cats need to get it going here.
Appreciate that. Yeah, We'll be all right. I mean, we look so much better now with some guys back.
1 minute left in the first. Buffalo changed goalies because UPK got hurt.
Mm.
Who does that put in net for the
Lion.
Sabres? Lion?
Well, yeah. That's what we've done is we've supplied all these teams with goalies.
So Vegas has the 1-0 lead after one. The Devils tied it against Winnipeg. Toronto with a 2-1 lead over Buffalo. Boston with the 1-0 lead against Nashville. Who were the two players that Schmaltz just cruised right by?
Bennett and Reinhart.
Bennett and Reinhart. When was the last time that... I know Bennett scored recently, but when did Reinhart score?
I think he did in the last game. I think he got the fourth goal.
And Buffalo just ties the game at 2.
Ugh.
Splendid! Rodriguez shooting.
Saved by Vanacek.
Come on, get it to Reinhart. Reinhart can't do anything with it. Rodriguez shot. And then
At least he got that shot off.
That is the end of the first.
All right.
Did you ever lift?
I did. It was a short one because my arms were so cold that my elbows were starting to hurt. And that's I don't do that. I don't mess around if the elbows hurt because that's weak.
Dietrich says that shorty hurt my feelings.
I don't blame you.
And I think this is Star Wars night at Amaranth Bank Arena. David says, my man Uwe is killing me. We're still going to win, though. Yeah. The story of this season, bad giveaway and defensive breakdown leads to a breakaway for the opponent, and Bob is incapable of stopping the breakaways himself.
Yeah, and it's like 3 different mistakes every time.
David says that was a great shot, top shelf. Yeah, it's always the defensive breakdowns, and that's our second shorty we've surrendered in the last 3 games. And tonight, there was not a power play goal right after the shorty to make us feel better. Yeah, we got a scoreboard and 0 to win anyways. It'd just be nice to not have to take the early deficit on a shorty, you know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the first, Boston 1-0 lead over Nashville. Vegas 1-0 lead over Montreal. The Jets and Devils tied at 1, halfway through the first there. The Canes and the Red Wings are tied at 0. And of course, the Sabres and Leafs are tied at 2. Robert says, Palat to the Isles. The Isles actually did make a trade recently, a rare Rangers and Islanders trade where the Rangers sent Carson Soucy to the Islanders in exchange for a third-round pick. It's only the fourth time the two in-state rivals have completed a trade and the second time in the past 50 years. David's predicting Cats 4, Mammoth 2.
Okay, that sounds good. All right, I'll be back in a minute.
Water, please.
Oh, you know the refills are $15 now. I don't know if you knew that or not.
Trent says we are so bad on the first game home all the freaking time.
Yeah, except for we did win the one other game though. That was the first. I thought we did. Oh no, that was the game we lost. I think that was the Bob fight game.
Well, that was our most recent home game that we.
Yeah.
Apparently, the per Elliot Friedman, it's been confirmed. Ondrej Palat. I'll wait until you're here. Ondrej Palat is going to the Islanders, and Ziplikov is going to New Jersey.
Got it. Interesting.
Yeah, I think there's another player involved. There are picks involved. Ondrej Palat is headed to the Islanders from the Devils, and Maxim Ziplikov is one of the pieces headed to New Jersey.
Huh.
Yeah.
I didn't see the Devils selling to the Islanders, but here we are.
Mythical Riz says it would be nice to have a winning streak more than 3 games for once this season. Yeah, you have to at least achieve what the Dolphins did this season with 4 wins in a row. This is, once again, the Panthers struggling on the win more than 3 games in a row challenge. David says it's 56 here. I'm freezing. Apparently there's already at least one Devils fan celebrating that Ondrej Palat is never playing another game in a Devils uniform. Ondrej Palat. Oh, here we go. According to NHL News Puck Report on Twitter, the full package is Ondrej Palat, a 2026 third round pick, and a 2027 6 from the Devils for Maxim Ziplikov. So So not only did the Devils give the Islanders Andre Palat, they also shipped off a third and a sixth with him, apparently for Siplikov. 3-2 Sabres. That's not the result we want, Dagnabbit. Nicholas, you really wanted a three-peat for the Cats this year. What do you think the odds are? If we're healthy, the odds are probably still in our favor, but that's an increasingly big if. David says Rhino, Swaggy, and Bennett's gonna score, then Uve is gonna grab an empty netter. I'll take that. Vegas up on Habs 1-0 after one. Sleepy Abe trying to start trivia by himself, saying 3 out of the top 4 2014 NHL draft selections play for the Panthers. Which 3 players? Philip says, every time I cheer for the Leafs, they screw you. Leafs fans gotta feel this basically the same way, right? All right, so do we have predictions for the rest of this game? I mean, it is incredibly unfortunate after how decently we played for most of that period that we are losing 1-0 because of a short-handed goal. Gold Slayer says Swiss cheese Bob better not show up. So yeah, not much left to say about that period other than please stop with the bad defensive giveaways.
What did you like about their shifts? Well, just moving their feet. You look in their zone with Lundell, the way he hounds pucks, loose Friday doesn't give up on it. The speed, Marchand keeping plays alive. This is one example here. This period, every shift was like this for them. You can see that. Take control, protect the puck, have an opportunity right there. Bounce back on the play, get the D involved. What about the high support there in the slot area, giving little support plays? They're just moving, they're interchanging, they're working hard.
David, you believe they showed a picture of those 3 on draft day? Yeah, that probably is true. I believe the Panthers have actually mentioned that before, how 3 of the top 4 players from the from the 2014 NHL drafts now play for the Panthers.
Well, you gotta work to get to that area. You're not gonna get to that area with a high percentage plays, little soft little passes in there. You have to work in those. You have to do subtle little big plays. Put pucks to the net and grind to get to the inside. Hopefully there's some rebounds laying around, but they're not going to give it to you. They want to keep the Panthers out on the perimeter. It's tough to penetrate the middle. You got to work at it.
When we return, it is the start of the second period from here in Sunrise. The Panthers are looking to tie up this game. It's a shorthand goal that we see the 1-0 game.
How do you get the good hot deals? Everybody loves an oxygen deal with 0 down and no payments till spring on new vehicles. Plus, lease a new Toyota Tacoma for $229 a month. It's burning cold outside, but it's burning hot inside.
All right, so yeah, not much left to say other than the more I look at the rest of the Eastern Conference this year, the more it becomes apparent that the Panthers are probably going to need some help in terms of essentially we'll be needing that playoff magic to reappear again in order to make it past whoever we're going up against. Right now we're not even in a playoff spot. Remind me how it works. Let's say the Panthers ended up as one of the wild card spots. If under the correct circumstances we ended up playing against the top Metro team as a wild card, if we win that series, would we automatically play the winner of the second and third place contest in the Metro? I forget exactly how the bracket goes. What are the chances of our playoffs this season running through the Metro? The Habs tied it up. Of course they did. Darn you, Habs.
The official all-inclusive Caribbean resorts of the Florida Panthers by FPL. At FPL, our teams are working every day because reliability isn't an option, it's a commitment. And by Toyota, visit your local Toyota dealers today. Toyota, let's go places.
Hey, Dad, the second period's about to start.
Trail for more than 62 seconds to go in Minnesota. Down 1-0 after one.
Colin says, yes, if they beat the Canes, they would play the winner of Penguins and Islanders. And then they would play whoever was left from all the teams in an Eastern Conference. David says, if we are healthy, it won't matter who we play. Well, that much is proven true time and again. At this moment, I'm just praying for the Panthers to keep up the win streak, since literally everyone in the top 6 in the conference, top 3 Atlantic, top 3 Metro, they all are on at least a win streak of 1. Sabres have won 3 in a row. Penguins have won 4 in a row. The Canadiens and Bruins have lost 2 and 1 respectively, and we're still 4 points behind both of them in the wild card chase. Habs offsides. It's no goal, says Michael Bear. Hey, Dad, the game's about to start. Bex says, "What's up, my dudes?" Hello, Bex.
Okay.
Let's see.
Turn that heat back on. I'll wait for the commercial.
We've had over 3 minutes more offensive zone time than the Mammoth, and we're still losing.
Remind me on the commercial. Put that other heater on the house heat.
House heat, yeah, it's just too cold without it.
I know. Oh.
Henderson says, in my opinion, unless you're more than 7 points back once the league resumes after the games, no need to panic yet.
Yeah, no, we're fine.
Mikkola and Balinskis out there. Luosterainen moves it along to Mikkola. Mikkola dumps the puck in. Balinskis pursues it along the boards. Sergachev disrupts the play, allowing.
Oh, Bennett had a chance to rock that dude, but didn't do it. Ah. Okay, so now we got Bennett with Tkachuk and Samoskevich.
Are you sure that's not just a temporary mixed-up line?
They're switching full lines now. And there's Greer with Vilmanis and Schwint. That's the fourth line. So he made the switch. He switched Mackey back.
Henderson says that's any team, not just you fellas. Points are just hard to make up. Well, we're 4 points back.
With 2 games in hand. Now, tonight is a game in hand, so we need to be winning this game.
Apparently, the
Come on, Rod.
Devils were the one who shipped off a 3rd and the 6th along with Palat to the Islanders.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's this guy? They must have got one of their better prospects.
Maxim Siplikov. Basically, it signals the Islanders desperate to add. So I'm already hearing the Andre Palat is washed takes and Devils fans celebrating him no longer being on their bench.
So Vilmanis just had a shot. Decent save. Oh, right in front. Hey, he got his first goal. He got it.
Vilmanis
Hey, all right.
Vilmanis goal.
Oh, my God. So we put Mackey on the 4th line to get him a goal. And as soon as Vilmanis gets back on the 4th line, first shift, he gets a goal. Hey. That is just beautiful.
Vilmanis Latvian
Paul
power.
Maurice is a friggin' genius. Come on now.
Sweet. I mean, that was a terrible giveaway by Cole.
Yeah.
I believe it was Cole of the Mammoth. I mean,
that is awesome.
You couldn't have given Vilmanis a better wide open opportunity.
Even Samoskevich could have scored there.
That's a stretch.
Hey now.
I only say he could because he did just score the last game.
He did just score. That's great. You can't make that up.
Jelly Ellie
Hey,
says,
kid, we're going to put you back in the 4th line.
Yeah.
First shift. I think I'll get my first NHL goal now.
Congrats to Sandis Vilmanis for his first NHL goal. Jelly Ellie says, I'm pretty sure Vilmanis isn't really a fourth line player anyways. Just look at him in the AHL.
Yeah. No, he reminds me of Luosterainen a lot, though. It's a good problem to have, honestly.
Oh, man, Samo, I wish you could have hung on to the puck there.
I don't think he had it. I think he overskated it. No.
Are you
Son
kidding
of a
me?
bitch!
Another terrible giveaway resulting in a goal for the Mammoth.
What the hell just happened?
Well, let's see. Well, this all starts when Samo just couldn't reach the puck at the blue line.
He never had
And
it.
Forsling and Ekblad were left back there. So what happens?
Okay, so then Forsling's
Well,
there.
Forsling over pursued and no one else was there. Sean
You
Jersey.
can live for that one.
Less than a minute. This game was tied again for less than a minute.
Ugh.
Trent says we need Tarasov. All right, time for me to go lift.
Maybe you can lift and we score. Oh, shit. Oh, another rebound. Oh, no. Right in front. Shit.
Could we stop giving away the puck in our zone? Man. Vilmanis gets his first goal in the NHL to tie things up, and we reward him by surrendering the go-ahead goal not a minute later.
Damn it.
The Panthers are apparently allergic to winning 4 in a row. The Dolphins won 4 in a row this season.
I'm aware.
The pass got broken up to Rodriguez. All right.
Oh, we're gonna go. Yeah, all right. We're gonna get a power play. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yay, another power play. Let's not surrender any goals on that this time.
What's the chat saying?
Merritt says Stenlund is an incredible two-way player. You wish we never had to trade him. It's 2-0 Bruins.
Damn it.
1-1 Habs.
Stop it. We need to win this game, man.
JC says it would be quite the paradox if Mackey shoots on Bob. The puck would just spin in the air because Bob can't make a save and Samo can't score. It would just pinball between the two posts without ever crossing the line.
Yeah.
It would become the perpetual motion machine that humanity has been searching for millennia.
Oh, shit, man. Kid gets his first goal. Here we freaking go again.
Henderson says, I'll say it until I'm blue in the face. The real cup tax is the loss of bottom 6 role players and grinders. It took us 2 years to get it back on track. Referring to the Lightning.
Yeah. Oh.
Valinsky shoots.
Damn it.
And Kachuk cannot collect it.
Well, our bottom 6, our third line from last year is our top line right now with Lundell, Luosterainen, and Marchand. It's all funky. But
Hey.
we still should need to be winning this game.
Hey,
What's
MJ,
that? Hey,
thank
thank
you
you,
for
MJ.
the 5.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you, bud.
Says, sticking with weather topics here, which one is scarier, a tornado, a hurricane, a snowstorm, or a dust storm?
Well, I've never lived through a dust storm.
his
I've lived
pick-
through the other ones.
His pick is a dust storm. You've lived through a tornado?
Well, yeah, and Hurricane Andrew. There was, I mean, we didn't get hit. The house didn't get hit by a tornado, but I mean, how far away does tornado have to be for it to be considered?
Well,
Like, if your house gets picked up by a tornado, I don't think you're living through it. Like, how do you define living through a tornado? How close does the tornado have to
well,
be?
you probably have to at least be able to see the tornado.
You wouldn't see it nothing at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
You could hear that shit.
It-
Tell you what, next time there's a hurricane like Andrew, you spend a night in a rickety old house right in the middle of it, and we'll decide. We'll let you decide if you live through a tornado or not.
Well, I mean, how could you tell it was a tornado and not just part of the hurricane, which
Well,
itself...
that's the whole point. I mean, Andrew was one giant tornado storm. Like, that's what did all the damage.
Uh,
It was just tons of tornadoes that spawned.
well, I've heard that that a tornado sounds like a roaring freight train.
Yeah, but when that hurricane wind is blowing like that, you can't tell the difference. All you hear outside is, I mean, that's all you hear, man. You just like hoping the roof stays on the house. That's all you hear.
So Vilmanis gets his first goal as an NHL player, and then less than a minute later, we surrender the goal to go back down by 1.
Yeah. Let me put on the chat so I can see what everybody's saying.
I don't know what Forsling was doing on that goal. Like, Ekblad, I thought, had things under control. Why was there no one covering the player who scored for like at least 20 to 50 feet of free ice around him? Goat Slayer says Bob only gets the blame when he should make the save, not in a 9-1 blowout. You're not going to glaze Bob because he's Bob. Yeah, one of these days, Bob will have back-to-back starts with decent luck. And yeah, back-to-back starts with Bob with defense that doesn't malfunction every 5 minutes. That'd be nice. All right, so Real Cinema says, how come Tarasov has been able to bail out the defense when they screw up this year and Bob hasn't?
Honestly, from what I keep seeing, luck. Tarasov puts a rebound out. There's nobody there. Bob puts a rebound out. It's right on the opposing player's stick. Like, it's been that way all year long.
Jake thinks they actually play more conservative in front of Tarasov.
And that's very possible as well. That last game, we always had 3 guys back instead of 2. Now, I mean, if we keep winning with Tarasov that way, I don't know why we don't play that way with Bob, but that's a different story.
Yeah, well, Bob's goals against average and save percentage are both significantly lower than Vitek Vanacek this season.
Yeah,
there is
but-
something seriously wrong.
You can't look at it completely in the bubble like that, though.
Just for meme purposes.
Yeah, I know, but the only thing I've seen out of Bob this year that actually concerns me in terms of his movement and all of that is his glove. That's the only his movement is fine, but he sure has gotten beaten more with the glove this year.
Lundell shoots and he sends it just
see?
wide when he heads.
No, it got
Vanacek beat.
deflected. I mean, I think it was saved. Jesus. I think Vanacek made the save and deflected it wide. I don't think he missed.
Habs took the leads. Dag nabbits.
I mean, no matter what happens in that game, we need 2 points.
Yeah. Goat Slayer says Jaws and I talked specifically about this during the live stream. You did?
Yeah. Oh, just a host.
Did Vanacek and Bob switch bodies? So yeah, Boston 2-0 over Nashville, Montreal 2-1 over Vegas, and Buffalo 3-2 over Toronto. It's literally the exact opposite of what we need. But it will not matter if we
just keep
still
winning.
fail to win 4 games in a row, Panthers. How difficult is it? You're at home. You're at home about to blow it after 3 very great victories on the road.
We'll be fine. It's only 1 goal.
Deus says, I hate playing from behind. All right, so Marchand trying to reach the puck, but Sergachev keeps it moving. Oh, man.
Almost.
Sergachev forced to bank it across the glass, and it's still not out. Vilmanis again. Him and Greer.
Twin goals! What a play!
What a play!
Holy
Cole
crap! The whole line, what a play!
Never break up this specific 4th line ever again.
Jesus.
Finally,
That was outstanding.
a rebound actually went our way for once. So we have Vilmanis and Schwind's goals. I repeat, Vilmanis and Schwind's goals as soon as they were on the 4th line together. But Greer, to his credit, made a great play, and Vilmanis moved
gets it right back
So
to
that's-
Schwinn.
So that's points for the entire 4th line.
Oh, here we go.
Greer, go, buddy, go.
Oh, couldn't quite do it.
Petrie over to Vilmanis, back to Petrie, but it was not a great pass. Collins says, did Pomo just figure out the bottom 6?
I think so.
Yeah, play ultra defensive to not give up a goal in a minute
please.
again.
Could we not? Good job. I'm telling you, the guy reminds me of Lusterinen.
Hello, Jameson. How you doing?
Yeah, Vilmanis can't get sent back down. That he can't be sent back down.
All right, so we are at 9 minutes to go in the second. Okay, we are so back. But the debate over Bob is going to keep raging on.
He'll be fine.
Yeah, he'll turn into a god in the playoffs again. And if not, we've got Tarasov this time. Although I would still much prefer if Bob can carry us through the playoffs like he's done the past few seasons. Like, I have a feeling though we might need Tarasov at some point.
Oh no. Bornfoot couldn't clear. Now we're cleared. No ice in it. Better not be. What?
They called it icy.
Are you kidding me? He way beat him to the line.
The reason they put this rule in is to protect the players from crashing into the boards, going full speed, so they want to blow the whistle. The players get ready to face off, Don.
1-0 Kings.
Decision by the linesman.
The Kings finally take a lead over Detroit. Petrie and Bjornfoot have been out there for over 2 minutes. Devils Jets tied at 1. Jake says, someone get Campbell on the phone. Campbell's powers have been cut.
Yeah.
The Department of Player Safety now handles supplemental player discipline for basically everything that happens on the ice or in the arena. Campbell only has power over the executives. Executives and coaches now. Collins says, come on, Bjornfoot, prove me wrong for once. Bjornfoot just scored 2 goals the other night.
Yeah. What?
Offsides. Wait, Vilmanis got the only assist on that Schwintz goal? I thought
Why didn't Greer get a secondary assist there?
Radical says, I hate rooting for Vegas to win, but it would be ideal.
Yeah. Okay, then. So now what do you do? Because the fourth line in the last game got 2 goals.
Mm-hmm.
And you said, well, you can't ever take Samoskevich off the fourth line because they got 2 goals.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as Maurice takes them off the fourth line and put Vilmanis on there, they got 2 more goals.
Colin says, I just want consistent play from Bjornfoot. That's all. That's fair.
The irony of our future 4C could possibly be Cole Schwint after sending him to Calgary.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to talk about adding insult to injury. If we win a 3-peat cup with Cole Schwint at 4C and Kachuk in Calgary's like, son of a bitch.
You mean Huberdeau in Calgary?
Well, no. I'm saying with Kachuk and Schwint.
Yeah. And then Calgary's.
Yeah, and then Calgary's just sitting there like they didn't even keep probably one of the, they didn't even keep the kid.
Well, there we are. We don't have games in hand on Boston.
Yeah, we do. Games played.
Or, excuse
51
me.
and 53.
Oh, I was looking at regulation wins. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Which means we definitely need Boston to not win in regulation. Please. Please.
We're going to finish in 3rd in the division.
Interesting.
We're not that far out.
Philip says, are you still injured, Chucky? You can score any time now. MJ, Dietrich had just said he was going to listen to you before you put him in timeout.
What happened?
Dietrich and Ghost Slayer were having a bit of banter, and MJ told them to knock it off. And Dietrich's last message says, "You got it, music." And MJ put him in timeout anyways. Must have not seen it in time. Hey, Henderson, thank you for the 5.
Thank you, Henderson. Thank you, buddy.
Henderson,
Thank you, Henderson. Appreciate you, bud.
Henderson says, you got this third period, guys. If not, I'll accept the jinx blame. Adonis says, it's time to have the question, do we have one of the best fourth lines in the NHL right now? You've been very impressed with both Vilmanis and Schwintz all year, but not trying to force them to play playoff games.
Yeah, that's going to be the decision this playoff games. Oh, God. Oh,
Wow. Who crashed into Bob? And now we've got a massive fight. Fight. Real Cinema says, you stay away from Bob.
Yeah.
Bob choosing not to fight.
Yeah.
Jameson loves the response from Chucky. So that was... But the dude's name is literally... I wonder if that it's pronounced Butte.
Butte?
But it's spelled B-U-T.
Yeah.
Silva says, who was it in the noon stream saying Cunnin over Schwintz? They probably are... they probably are silently walking back vets right now.
Yeah.
Schwintz, I knew when he was coming back into the lineup that Schwintz would eventually return to being one of the key contributors for fourth line success. Tipsy says, I missed a fight. You missed a scrum.
Yeah, it wasn't much. It was just a little.
It was a collision with Bob.
Yeah. Okay, no penalties, no nothing.
All right, so a lot of chatter and no penalties called for any of it. Schwind's pursuing the puck and nearly wrested it free from Vanacek. Do not break up this fourth line ever. I think they're playing for a playoff roster spot.
I think so.
Jameson says, what a butt head for crashing into Bob like that. Craig says it's probably one of the people wanting Stenlund back to Schwint is good enough.
Come on, Greer. Every game.
Greer. Greer, you are being carried by Vilmanis and Schwintz right now on that fourth line. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Come on, man. All we got to do is stay out of the box.
Did Greer place a wager on his own penalties and minutes this year or something? Another game, another Greer penalty. Real Cinema says, ugh, Greer, you can't melt down just because people are coming back. Yeah, Vilmanis got sent down to the fourth in the middle of this game.
Yeah.
He leads the team in penalty minutes or penalties.
Greer, yeah.
Real Cinema says he misses Nosek and Gadjo. Tipsy says Marshy Shorty time.
Sounds good.
Dietrich says I wasn't mocking you, music, instead acknowledging your request, but it's okay. I appreciate it, Kyle. You were definitely mocking Goat Slayer though, but you're done there too. Much appreciated for the explanation there. Great White asks, is Donna upstairs with Leia?
No, she works nights. She works 2 to 10 shift now.
Mackie leads the team in hits. We need Gadjo back. Samo Gadjo Greer fourth would be crazy. So you want to craft the perfect fourth line for never scoring at all and taking gobs of penalties. Gotcha. Samo, Greer, and Gadjo.
Well, the problem with that is we don't really have a center. That would be the only problem with that one. I don't know. We got good problems now. Once we're healthy, we got way too many guys.
And we get the clear.
Like when you start talking about making trades, it's like we already got more guys that I want to keep than we can keep.
Leafs tied it at 3. Yay. Silva, I presume Samo got promoted to second line.
Yeah.
Over Vilmanis. Oh man, Rodriguez. I keep forgetting that we're shorthanded, but man, Bennett stole the puck. What a move. He gets it to Rodriguez. He waits. Rodriguez simply going to delay the inevitable. All right, so.
I mean, who knows what the thinking was? Because, Vilmanis has got some size on Mackey. So who knows if Maurice, are they going to call that?
Mikula drew a penalty. And Rodriguez having a
Yeah.
friendly chat.
Yeah.
So we're going to go on the power play after 5 seconds of 4-on-4.
So what I was saying was that who knows if Maurice saw something on the fourth line where he just wanted Vilmanis down there for more size, and maybe that's what the move. We don't know. You know what I mean?
Well,
whatever it was, it worked.
Maybe Pomo realized Vilmanis is in fact a rookie, and the Pomo instincts kicked in, and the rookie gets bumped to the fourth line.
Maybe.
Like Samo gets a breather because he's a second-year player.
Right.
I swear, by the time Chucky does score, these bells are going to be as dusty as they were before he came back. The Jets have taken a 3-1 lead over the Devils. That Rielson was his finally Campbell helping out.
Yeah.
So now we're on the power play again.
Okay.
Ready to go 0 for 3 on the men advantage? We've had a shot per power play so far. Did they say the Panthers have only allowed 4 shots on goal this second period? Kachuk still looking for his first goal of the season. Marchand over to Kachuk. Marchand with the puck. Back to Kachuk. Back to Marchand. Marchand at the circle. Back to Kachuk. Will one of you pass it to the center and shoot? Marchand waits. Kachuk in the corner. Back to Balinskis. Back to Kachuk. He takes the shot.
Rebound.
Reinhardt's trying to get the rebound. Balinskis moves it to Marchand when I thought he could have tried to take a shot and cause chaos. And Vanacek made the save on Bennett. And Balinskis held it in the zone. 30 seconds left on the man advantage, and
out.
we immediately lose it.
Damn. All right, where's Vilnius on the power play?
Kachuk for Hagee shoots directly into Vanecek.
Check, okay?
Vanny, are you okay?
He's okay.
Vanny, are you okay?
Are you okay?
Hello, Derek. Bennett tried to go over the shoulder, then Verhage shot directly into the mask.
Yeah. Still 9 seconds left, and we can win the draw.
Yeah, but that requires us to win a draw, which we
won
actually
the draw.
Shot from Forsling, deflected wide. Verhage and whoever else is in the corner with him.
No.
Oh no. Oh no, that was close. Forsling got just enough of that puck to prevent yet another breakaway chance.
At least Ekblad was back, though. At least it wasn't by himself.
Rodriguez was that dumped it in. What is Rodriguez doing out there with Verhage and Lundell? I guess because of the power play.
Yeah.
Derek says we got a footer, so it's currently 12, feels like 4. It's going to be low 20s and down to single digits for the week.
Yeah.
Hey, that sounds just like us.
Sounds just like us.
Wow. We are so lucky that puck escaped the Utah player that was all alone in the Mammoth zone. That would be offsides if we touch it. I guess someone did touch it.
Really? Commercial with $1.22 left?
What is this, football?
Nah. Oh.
Derek says the cold was brutal coming home with the wind. So with no wind, you like the cold.
Well, it certainly helps the house stay warmer when it's not blowing air.
Mm.
You know, it's an old house. It's drafty.
It sounds like the wind is picking up out there as you say that.
Is that really the wind that I hear out there?
I hope not.
That might have been a plane. That's a plane.
Oh, Chicago has a 2-0 lead over Minnesota. Interesting. Alrighty then. So this is tied at 2. How about we score a last minute goal?
Yeah, that would be nice, right?
The Canucks are 1-9-0 in their last 10 games.
Ooh. Wow.
Korean War veteran and Holocaust survivor Simon Gerstel. Tonight is Holocaust Remembrance Night. Is that?
I guess. I don't know that that's what he said, but I didn't hear it enough.
AMJ, thank you for the 5.
Hey, thank you, MJ. Thank you, bud. Thank you, MJ.
Thank you. Says we got Jim Carrey talk going here. So what are your top 5 Jim Carrey movies? His list: Liar, Liar, The Mask, Bruce Almighty, Grinch and Truman Show. Well, I know for me, Grinch, Truman Show,
Yeah.
probably I'd have to rewatch it again, but I think Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind deserves a place in that top 5. And then my other favorites. Having seen The Mask, it's tough for me to rank it because Lundell took a hit. Are you all right?
Yeah, he's all right.
Nashville scored. It's now 2-1 Boston. Jim in Florida says Panthers have to go.
Hey, hold on. It's that end of the... Jesus, they're trying to do it. Hold on. Just focus on the game for 30 seconds. They're trying to do it. Hey, Bubba made a save. Good job. Boy, Lundell's going after it, man.
Panthers have to go 19-12 these last 31 games to make the playoffs.
That sounds reasonable.
Ouch. Lundell had no idea that hit was coming. And Lundell proceeded to, he wanted to get back at that player. And Lundell got the penalty out of all that. I mean, McBain blindsides him. Now the puck was there, so I guess technically that counts as a.
Well, you're not supposed to be able to smash him into the boards either, even though he's got the puck. But he needed to hold his cool there.
Now we have to kill another penalty.
The only saving grace is that it's half, it'll be cut to start the third here. And do not like this.
I do not like this either. Dimitron says he's about to lose a precious $25 on the Panthers.
All right.
And that is the end of the seconds.
Okay. All right.
So we're tied at 2 with Vilmonish and Schwint goals.
Yeah.
Boston with a 2-1 lead over Nashville. Buffalo, Toronto tied at 3. More additional points for the East. Montreal with a 2-1 lead over Vegas. LA 1-0 lead over the Red Wings. Winnipeg's now winning 4-1 against the Devils. Good Lord. Stars and Blues tied at 0. Chicago has a 2-0 lead against the Wild. Buffalo just took the leads. Dagnabbit. Toronto, you're supposed to win that game. You know how rare it is where we want the Leafs to win and they're failing. But tell Ron, I have news for you. Vilmanis was actually bumped to the 4th line to start this second period. He's on the 4th line with Schwint and Greer, and in that second period, that 4th line got 2 goals, including Vilmanis' first goal as as an NHL player and Schwinn scoring off a great feed from Vilmanis. Why would we rely on the Leafs for anything? Good point. Yeah, can't they both lose? If only it worked that way. The tie would have been preferable. Darlene, of all players, tipped in a puck while screening the goalie. Hey, Great White, thank you for the 20. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Great White. Thank you. Great White says, see you tomorrow, Kyle. You're turning in early, Great White. See you tomorrow, or you'll see Jaws tomorrow at least. Thank you, Great White. Honestly, what's really hurting us right now is the Bruins and Canadiens both having a lead in their respective games. We desperately need Nashville and Vegas to come back and win against Boston and Montreal, respectively. With Buffalo and Toronto, you would prefer Toronto to win in regulation, just anything but another damn overtime game. I'm begging of you. Olechka says Vegas will win. Derek says, I like the Patriots Seahawks Super Bowl. It shows what good management and ownership does for teams to revive, like both New England and Seattle have. Well, it was a bold gambit for Seattle in particular, going and trading for Sam Darnold. Well, going and getting Sam Darnold in free agency when Darnold had utterly choked in the last two games to close out what had been an amazing season with the Vikings. But Seattle dodged a massive bullet by moving on from Geno Smith at the right time and getting Sam Darnold. And Darnold just proved he can deliver in the under the spotlights in the clutch. Now he has to face Drake May and the Patriots. Oh, yeah, did you hear Bill Belichick is not a first ballot Hall of Famer?
Yeah. Yeah, kind of, I don't know what that's all about, but it's like, okay, whatever you guys say, man. All right, I'll be back in a minute.
Wonder if maybe his time in UNC with his Yoko Ono is influencing things.
I forget who it was, but somebody said that Deflategate and Spygate came up in the deliberations.
Deflategate and Spygate. So, yeah, Buffalo took the lead, by the way, 4-3. I know, it's exactly what we needed. Oh, the Devils cut the deficit to 2 against Winnipeg. All right, so the Panthers not only get the game tied, but we looked better, at least on the defensive end. The fourth line is suddenly become outright dominant as soon as Vilmanis gets put on it. Yeah, Andrej Palat to the Isles. And get this, the Devils actually shipped off a third and a sixth with Andrej in exchange for, what's his name? Maxim Spitlikov. However you're supposed to, Sitlikov, however you're supposed to pronounce that name. Dennis says, hey, yo. What's up, nerds? We're doing okay. All right, so Eduardo says the Tampa Bay Lightning keep winning. Yeah, they do. At this point, us Panthers fans should not get overly concerned about what the Red Wings and Lightning are doing, since they're so far ahead of us at this point. Red Wings are 10 points ahead of us, Lightning 11 points ahead of us. We just need to focus, one, on winning the games, and two, preying on the downfall of teams like the Bruins, Canadiens, and Sabres. Which of those three teams in the Atlantic, by the way, do you think is the most likely to kindly let the Panthers back into the picture? I'd probably, in previous seasons, it would be Sabres without question, but the Bruins strike me as a team that probably, Bruins might be punching well above their weight for the team that they're left with after having blown it up. Vilmonis, he's 6'1", 192 pounds, 22 years old from Latvia. Dennis says the Bruins are pretty phony, if you ask me. Yeah. The Bruins are probably mainly in the position they are now because of how bonkers the Atlantic Division has become. So I would probably hazard a guess that the Bruins are most likely to choke or let one of the other Atlantic teams catch up. Speaking of, though, do any of you honestly expect that the top three in the Metro will remain Metro will remain Hurricanes, Penguins, and Islanders? How in the ever-loving Metro did the Penguins and the Islanders both get into the top three in the Metro? Just how bad is the Metro this season? I mean, the Flyers, Capitals, neither of them are in the playoff spot. I mean, I get that the Devils, Blue Jackets, and Sens have descended into the pits of hell, but Penguins and Islanders? Seriously? Vilmaniac, that's what Goldie called him in the preseason in 2024. Dennis says the Metro sucks. What's new? But you take a look at the West, the Western Conference. Avalanche, Wild, Stars. That ain't changing in the Central, bar some horrendous collapse and a sudden surge by one of the other Central teams. The Pacific the Pacific is so incredibly weak looking compared to the Central's top three. You have the Golden Knights and Oilers both tied at 62 points, which wouldn't even be good enough for a wild card spot in the East this season. Golden Knights, Oilers, and your weekly rotation third place Pacific team, it currently belongs to the Ducks. The Mammoth are at 58. The Sharks, Kings, and Kraken are all tied at 55. The Preds are at 52. The Blackhawks are at 50, and that pretty much rounds out the realistic playoff hope teams in the West. Flames, Jets, Blues, all less than 50 points. The Canucks still cannot reach 40 points. That's just a whole other level of despair. Marine says Boston's goalie is hot. Olechka says Stars haven't been playing well. Yeah, they slipped below the Wild in the standings. How do you manage that, Dallas? Young Bobby. Depending on where you are, ESPN Plus is usually the only way you can watch most Panthers games. YouTube TV does not have ESPN Plus. You have to watch the game on ESPN Plus, or if you've got Scripps Sports or the local channel for the opposing team. Dietrich says, sail those seas on occasion. Well, that's what my dad and I have to do for every single Capitals game, because the Capitals games are blacked out for us on ESPN Plus because of where we live. You're welcome, young Bobby. I'll be right back, folks. I'm going to use the restroom.
Come on. What the hell's going on in here? I see the captain has abandoned ship. Come on, let's go.
Oh, wow, is it already? Is it already the start?
I think so, yeah. Good girl, sweetheart. Good girl. You can sit next to Kyle if you want to. Pat the couch for her. Make room. See if she'll come up. Come here, baby. Get up there with Kyle.
Where's her bed? She usually only settles down if
She'll
her
come
bed.
here. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Here. Come on. Up. Come on. Good girl. I got you.
Young Bobby says, "Let me get a
I got you.
Jostradamus prediction."
Huh? My Jostradamus prediction came from Bubba, who guaranteed we're making the playoffs. We're winning tonight, though. I feel good about that. Right, lady?
Anton Lundell has not come out of the dressing room.
That's not good.
Why?
That's not good.
Why must we suffer like this?
That can't be a thing.
Maybe it's a precautionary thing. Better hope.
It's okay.
Olechka, he was basically rocked into the board. So you're talking shoulder, neck, concussion.
Or he could just be not out there yet because he's going to be in the box anyway.
Keller was in front. Luckily, that sailed wide.
It's okay, baby. Settle down. Good girl.
Apparently, the Hurricanes just got the best quarterback available through the transfer portal. Yeah.
Okay.
Some guy from Duke. JC says, "I'm sure I'm late, but just saw a video of Barkov, Kulikov, Gadjo, and Nosek practicing on the ice today."
Yeah.
Yeah, all the long-term injury guys.
Good girl. There you go, kiddo. Oh, stay there.
Ovechkin says, "I can't watch the game anymore. I'm mesmerized by Leia." Yes, they were indeed skating today. Nashville, Vegas, we need you to deny Boston and Montreal the points, please. Don't even care what really happens in Sabres. Leafs, just no more points for the Bruins and Habs.
Yeah.
The two teams we are directly chasing right now. Would you agree if the current playoff picture, the Bruins are probably punching well above their weight?
I don't know. Well,
Reinhardt.
oh,
Verhaeghe tried to get the rebound short
okay,
side.
right here.
Lundell did not come out of the dressing room. JC. Colin says, "Chicken chuck goal, please."
Please.
Olechka thinks the Bruins might be a team that gets in and gets swept. You mean like the Caps from a couple seasons ago? We're leading shots 21-13, by the way. Samo floated the puck forwards, hoping to reach. Wow. We're
Okay,
going on
drew
the power
penalty.
play. Philip says, "Don't scare Leia if we score a goal."
Yeah. That was just Kyle making a noise. It's okay, baby.
Dallas takes a 1-0 lead over the Blues. So if Lundell not out there, how does that affect the third line?
They just moved Bennett up to the top, Rodriguez to the second.
And
Probably put Schwint at 3C at this point.
Henderson says Leia's low-key side-eyeing the hell out of us. Yes, Marchand is playing tonight. We tripled our number of shots total on the man advantage on the last power play.
Yeah.
Oleshka says Leia is really beautiful and looks like a certified good girl.
She is a good girl.
Marchand moves in. He takes the shot, and
okay.
Vanacek had trouble collecting the puck. Oh, man, Kachuk. You were so close. You missed across the goal line. Chucky, we need an excuse for having dusted off these bells.
And out.
Hey, Henderson, thank you for the 2.
Thank you, Henderson. Thank you, buddy.
Says
Thank you, Henderson.
treat for the doggo. Marchand moves, and he tried to feed it across the paint. Forsling over to Marchand. Marchand waits. Marchand again over to Reinhardt. Olechka says everyone's turned into Samo. And Buffalo scored 16 seconds into the third period and made it 5-3. Damn you, Toronto. Marchand with the puck over to Kachuk.
Damn it.
Shot blocked, and the Mammoth get the clear.
You're good, baby.
Samaskevich.
Honestly, it's the outside of the net.
Forsling. Ekblad shot. Honestly, I'll be more incensed at both Nashville and Vegas if neither of them.
For Hagee.
For Hagee, how do you miss?
You're a good girl. Yeah.
Vegas and Nashville, if neither of you can even deny the Bruins or the Habs points, seriously. So that makes us, 0 for 4 now on the man advantage?
So.
With the shorty allowed?
Yep.
Vilmanis has to... Vilmanis apparently just laid a hit. Dietrich says this is so stressful to watch. Hey, we get the clear. And Greer turned it over because no one else was on the opposite side of the ice. I don't like this.
Damn it.
Wow, we are so lucky that pass did not connect. Vilman is 2-on-1. He shoots, and Greer poked it wide. All right, so Mikla and Schwintz both working for the puck. Dietrich says, "Oh, now I'm hooked on Leia instead of the game." Nice move by Bjornfoot, but then he can't hang on to the puck, and it's a 3-on-2 the other way. Oh, Bjornfoot playing great on the defense. Phillips says, we are being carried hard by our fourth line.
Yeah. They got a lot of energy right now. I hope Lundell's okay. Now we got to deal with that.
Oh, man, Kachuk hit it off the post. Look at this. Off the post. Dietrich says we have depth.
A little bit.
The Kings extend their leads 2-0 over Detroit. I guess that's good news.
Yeah, I mean, take it where you can get it.
Minnesota, how are you losing 3-0 to Chicago right now? You just overtook the Stars in the Central. You should be on fire right now. What the? MJ says, "Oh, hi, Princess Leia." Deus says, we definitely should be leading. Well, I mean, we've doubled the shots that the Mammoth have and have led shots, 6-1 in this period? Deus says, oh, snap. Hi, puppy. Oh, yeah. Says he's never met this doggo before.
Yeah, this is a rare appearance for her. She's still getting used to the whole idea.
Okay. Her name is Leia.
Yeah. I want to take a picture of this and mommy.
Bird person says, Kyle, are we now copying the Atlantic cheap strats to secure 1 point for certain?
Hey, I'm licking my hand.
Why don't I take the picture?
Just take it. Hey, wait, get her in the picture.
Okay, how's that look?
Yeah, that's fine.
Say cheese.
Cheese.
Okay.
Here, go. I don't need the glasses. I'm putting another one on for mommy. There you go. Lady, look, call her. Lady. Look at the camera.
Jeez.
Look at the camera, dummy. Lady.
That's it.
Right,
she's not looking at the camera.
I don't know what she's looking at. Good girl. Yeah, you're a good girl.
Icy says his dog just had surgery.
Oh, hope everything's okay.
No.
Sponsored by Eldorado, the first NHL goal for Santa's Villains.
There you go. Good girl.
12:05 to go in the third.
Right, a whirlwind, and at some point, by the way, he's got to go back home to Charlotte. You know, the Panthers called him up for their AHL team before he goes to the Olympics, where he's going to play for Latvia. Santa's doesn't have any of his stuff with him. They called him up, but the Panthers have been on the road and home, so maybe he'll tab you, Randy.
Icy says cancer tumor removed and 7 teeth extracted.
Ooh.
Ouch.
I hope Buddy's okay.
Mike says he has back surgery next Friday. Only been off work since October 26, waiting.
That's never fun to recover from. You got numbers? Not really.
No numbers. Only the opponent is allowed to have numbers.
So it's Rodriguez, Verhage, Reinhardt, which is the line that's been the same. So who's been with Luosterainen and Marchand? Or is that? I don't know. There are no lines. It doesn't matter.
It's Kachuk with Verhaeghe and Bennett.
Verhaeghe and Bennett.
Lundell got hit against the boards and hasn't returned since late in the second period.
Well, he finished that shift and then that was it. I just hope he's okay, obviously.
All right, so Samo stretch pass.
Go.
Bennett. He waits and the puck goes away from him, and Samo can't quite reach it either. Man, it was so beautiful. There was so much time, but the puck refused to cooperate. All right. Here we are. Dennis says, why does Bennett think he's McDavid? Luosterainen couldn't hit onto the puck. This is Luosterainen, Greer, and Marchand, by the way.
That's Luosterainen at center then. That's what they had to do. That's exactly what they did. Don't forget.
What?
He's a center.
Yeah.
He played 4C the whole President's Trophy season. He's capable.
Let's see.
Basically, I think they're just throwing next three guys out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Bob has to make the stuff.
When you lose somebody like Lundell in the middle of the game, you're not going to remake the whole roster. So they've all played with each other enough.
You're a good girl, lady. Huh? Where's the sillies? It's tied at 2 in the Habs game. Thank God Vegas might actually be competent. Vegas, you have 3 minutes left. Deny the Habs that overtime point. There's still over 8 minutes to go. Nashville, you could do what Vegas just did and tie that game against Boston. Please. Please. We especially need Boston to lose. We need Boston to lose, or at least not win in regulation because of the number of regulation wins they already have. You're silly. Boop. Hey, Trey's here. Says, Puppy.
Hey, buddy.
Hello, Trey. Dallas now has a 2-0 lead against the Blues. Keller moves it to Sergachev. Bob makes the save. All right, so.
Oh, no!
Oh, no. Point shot deflected goes in because we don't clear the paints.
Sergachev just lifts it towards the goal, or excuse me, Jersey, and I think Sergachev was out there double tip. Somehow got him behind. Here, we'll get a better look right here. Jersey just
For heaven's sake, are you serious right now?
by Sergachev as he was making his
Oh,
Boink,
one.
boink. That might have been double tipped.
Yeah.
Dietrich
Damn it.
says, fuck.
You got a lift, Kyle.
I know.
Oy.
Four wins in a row is apparently too much to ask from this team. Even after looking great on that majority of that road trip. We looked better and better as it moved on, honestly.
Hmm. No
That
call.
goes into penalty.
Okay, then.
So the goal is being credited to Sergachev with a Jersey assist.
Ah.
All right. Yeah. So we have yet to once again failed to keep this game tie. Jack Crick says, "What's up, Jaws and Kyle?"
Hey, buddy.
Deus says, "I'm finna a rage quit on Bob."
Well, that's not his fault. I mean, he gets doinked at least.
Merritt says, "I called it earlier. None of our quality opportunities going in, but they'll get a random point shots." Trey says it would be 2-0 if we had my son in that.
Oh,
We
come
took
on.
another penalty. Just what we needed to do at this situation. And would you look at that? Nashville just tied the game against Boston. So on a night when both of the teams were chasing the wild card, might get 1 or 0 points, we are currently losing. What an incredible phenomenon. Huh? Alea, why can't the Panthers ever succeed when the other Eastern teams are failing? Kachuk gets called
that's
for
a
roughing.
garbage call.
Unless we score a shorty. Like, when was our last shorty?
Absolute garbage call.
Hello, Rosado. Put the fourth line out on the penalty kill. So Hayden and Rodriguez both go off the ice after getting tangled with each other. Ghostslayer says, "You come now at the turn of the tides." They called embellishment on Rodriguez?
For that?
Wow. So does that mean we just are going on Oh, wait. Is that just the penalty they called to even it up? It's not going to be 5-on-3, right?
No.
6:08 to go in the third. So we are on the penalty kill. I see just has the sage expression of bruh. What happened to us getting all the breaks from the NHL? Colin Campbell had his powers taken away. He only has influences on the coaches and executives now. That's not a penalty.
That's not a penalty?
For a blatant cross check. Yeah, Great White super chatted 20 earlier before saying goodnight.
All right, thank you, Great White. Appreciate you, buddy.
One Hurricanes fan says this year's team is awful, awful, awful. It went to overtime in Vegas. Of course it did. Well, Vegas still has a chance to deny Montreal that second point. Ekblad, you okay?
Oh, no.
He is slow to get up.
Oh, no.
He is noticeably limping.
Oh, for freaking hell.
He can barely stand on his skates.
Oh, my God.
He is struggling.
Oh, shit.
Drink away the pain.
Oh. Ekblad's hurt.
His right foot.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man. Vanacek almost had an oopsie there, but our luck is not with us. Yeah, 2 new injuries and end a 3-game win streak.
Jesus.
Steven says, all I'm saying is 2 of 3 goals is not on Bob. The problem is the puck luck is not gone our way in Utah scoring on 2 bad turnovers. 6-3 Buffalo. Jeez. Ekblad is the newest player to get hurt.
Like, it just won't stop.
Marty says, need to take one little Laproig 10 just for my nerves. Ghost Slayer says, Kyle just pounded that cider. I feel it's bad. Here we effing go. Well, I saw how much pain Ekblad was in.
Maybe it was just a cramp.
Mythical Riz, I think hopefully the puck just stunned him. That'd be a hell of a scener.
Well, we didn't see what happened. Like, I don't know if the puck got him or what happened.
And Greer sends it wide.
We're down to like 2 minutes left, man.
Kachuk with the puck.
Now, if Chucky does score, I'm not ringing my bell because I don't want to do that to Leia's ears.
And the
net is empty. Oh, my God. I'm going to vomit. Oh.
Wow, we somehow are not getting called for a penalty there.
Oh, come on! What?
They called a penalty there. We're going on the power play. Finally, we get a call. Well, what right does the Mammoth coach to say, come the F on, as he's seen how the refs been calling the game? This is Leia Howie to answer.
Not Gigi, good girl.
Come on, Nashville, win that one in regulation, please. Make that 3-0 Dallas over the Blues. Oh, Minnesota finally scored to cut it to 3-1 against Chicago. Trent says Goldie jinxed us saying he hasn't won since Halloween. Why does he always do that?
Oh my God. This has been.
Carlos Fiends. Chucky will get his first on the power play. Even if we come back and win, it might be a Pyrrhic
At
victory.
what cost?
At what cost could we win? And it's not even a guarantee that we go to overtime, let alone win.
You would be talking about Forsling with Balinskis, Mikula, Bornfoot, and Sabrango Petrie.
They're getting Kachuk for embellishments.
Are you kidding me?
That's embellishment, apparently.
Good girl. Settle down, baby. Good girl.
Silva says this is a game we needed to win.
I mean, these penalties are absurd tonight.
Yeah, Panthers getting called for embellishment twice in one game.
All right, come on, Leia. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, good girl. Good girl.
Yeah, well, it's almost time anyways.
Yeah.
Bobby says, every game we need a win. I mean, what exactly is he supposed to be embellishing there? The skates connected.
I mean, that is just wild work.
Goat Slayer says the league got the Cats' favorite Vegas bookies or maybe Hard Rock bets strike again. So instead of a power play, it's 4-on-4. We could empty the nets to get the power play. Just saying.
Yeah. The hell is everybody? What are we doing?
It's 4-on-4.
There goes Bob. I don't like it, man. I don't like
did
it.
Empty the nets, by the way. It's a 5-on-4. They immediately took my suggestion. Bennett waits. He gets it to Reinhardt. He shoots.
Oh,
Was that blocked or stopped?
I couldn't tell.
And the Boston game has also gone to overtime. Oh, great. There it is. The
I
Mammoth.
hate emptying that net. Unbelievable.
So the Mammoth just made it 4-2. Technically, that's our second shorthanded goal we gave up. .305 says, I see that we're losing and just bets that Bob's in nets.
Man, these are games we can't be freaking losing.
And the Habs won in overtime, because of course they did. So the Habs win. We lose. Boston, Nashville yet to be determined. And less than a minute left, and we're down by 2, and it's still 4-on-4. 305 says, why is no one in the Atlantic losing, man? I mean, we're losing. Leafs are the only other teams fixing to lose.
That MJ.
MJ, thank you for
Thank
the
you,
2.
MJ. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
Thank you, bud.
Consolation for the loss. We'll get him next time.
Oof.
Chili Willie is like 2 or 3 games recently with shorthanded goal allowed. That's unacceptable. And now Lundell and Ekblad might both be injured.
Oh, God.
Couldn't even get a point for our suffering. Florida took their timeout.
Taking a timeout for.
Steven says BS 2 embellishments, but also we need to stop turning the puck over in our zone and stop with the bad blue line passes. Yeah. The officiating might have been questionable tonight, but the Panthers still did most of this to themselves. You know, giving up another shorthanded goal. 2 in the past 3 games. That is concerning.
Hey.
The dude says the Keller one should have been a trip. The Kachuk embellishment had to be a makeup call.
Oh, Jesus, Leia, it's okay. It's just the heater.
And Boston just won in overtime. Great. A Dietrich gifted 5 memberships.
Hey, thank you, Dietrich.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
bud. Much
Thank
appreciated,
you.
buddy. Thank you, bud.
Verhage shoots.
Oh, he
scores.
scored. Yay.
Oh, sure.
Great.
Now you score.
Now we score with
With
15 seconds left.
Whoopee! This would have been great about 2 minutes ago.
Yeah. Now we can hit the net.
Yeah, Detroit lost. Yay. Real Cinema says, is Ekblad okay?
It did not look good.
He did not look okay. Thanks again, Dietrich. And the Sabres made it 7-4.
Marchand got it.
Oh, man, that was
Oh, it
close.
was so close.
Reinhardt waits. He shoots.
Oh,
Reinhardt moves it along. You have to take a shot. Verhage
He
sends it
missed.
wide, and the time it ran out. And that is the end of that.
oh, I'm gonna vomit.
MJ, what did Bender do? I didn't see any messages from Bender. So Real Cinema says, fuck. So yeah, we lose. We not only do we lose in regulation, but also the Habs and Bruins both won in overtime. Young Bobby says, love you guys, take it easy. Every other team in the Atlantic gets points but us, except for the Leafs. So yeah, Buffalo just won 7-4 against Toronto. The one night you could have argued you'd rather have Toronto win that game. So the Sabres reach 65 points, and they know how to win 4 in a row. Congratulations, Panthers. The Miami Dolphins still had a longer win streak this season than you. You should be incredibly proud of yourselves, boys. Updated defensive pairs. Forsling, Bolinskis, Mikola Bjornfoot, Petri Sabrango. God help us. The fourth line was once again our best line, but this time they did not give us a win. They tried. Heaven knows they tried. Why did we play Bob? Probably to not completely wear out Tarasov. Or the Lundell and Ekblad injury series. We have no way to tell. The Lundell was still skating around. The Lundell thing might have been just a precaution, as he may have taken a concussion. But Ekblad looked to be in pain. Yeah. Bob allowing 3 goals per game, not going to get it done. What sucks, it's really mostly not. What is Bob supposed to do when the defense consistently surrenders terrible giveaways in their own zone? And we, our blue line passing suddenly becomes completely inept. Henderson says, have a good night, everyone. Catch you next time. Yeah, the Ekblad one looked more serious. He looked like he was struggling to skate. Bobby believes Bolinskis caused the first goal. So yeah, Boston wins in overtime. At least thank you, Nashville, for not... Nashville denied Boston a regulation win, which means the regulation wins between Panthers and Bruins stay the same. And the Canadiens also did not get a regulation win, so that was the only saving grace, is neither of those wins for Habs or Bruins was regulation. It doesn't matter if the Panthers can't string together 4 wins in a row. Adonis says, every goal was not on Bob. In your opinion, they, for some reason, don't clear the net and limit tip-in goals like they do for most of Tarasov's games. Well, you liked the effort. Tonight's just some small errors. The defense always plays more conservatively in front of Terry. You have to question why they don't play that way every single night. So yeah, this means both the Canadiens and Bruins both reach 65 points. And the Sabres also won, which means they're at 65 points. So we are literally now 6 points behind, a minimum of 6 points behind every Atlantic team ahead of us right now. Bobby says, I just hope Ekblad and Lundell are okay. Yeah. Mythical Riz says, I'm calling out Jaws on his recap tonight for embellishment. So yeah, that means the Sabres for now stay in third place in the Atlantic. And the Canadiens and Bruins now have a very firm control over the wild card spots. Dun, dun, dun. Again, the number of overtime losses, the overtime points of all of the teams ahead of us right now in the Eastern Conference, the only team with the same number of overtime losses as the Panthers, instead of being greater or far greater, is the Bruins, funnily enough. Gwendolyn says, what happens now? Your doubts are now founded. Yeah, even if we do win, everyone ahead of us keeps winning. Sabres did come out of nowhere. Yeah, congrats. The Mammoth took advantage. The Mammoth took advantage of the Panthers' defensive breakdowns. Yeah, Ekblad got a praise. Okay. Now the question becomes, how bad are the Lundell and especially the Ekblad injuries? How bad are those injuries? Lundell might have been precautionary. Ekblad, it did not look good. He could barely skate after the fact. So the Kings win against Detroit 3-1. Yippee! Winnipeg beats the Devils 4-3.
I'm sure that the officials, hey, they do a great job in that, but they make mistakes. They're human as well. It's just unfortunate that it came at that time when the Panthers, with 2:09 left in the third period, down by a goal, and you're going on a power play and have the opportunity to pull Sergei Bobrovsky for the extra tack. There could have been a 6.
All right. So what are your? It is just incredibly frustrating that the Panthers utterly refuse to string together a win streak of more than 3. Manny says, "Hey Kyle, I didn't say it was. Didn't I say it was gonna be a Patriots versus Seahawks?" Do we all have any ice down there? Well, my dad and I, we live in Maryland, so we are stuck with a 3-inch thick layer of ice, 2 or 3 inch thick layer of ice over about 8 to 10 inches of snow. Ghost Slayer says, great coverage, Kyle. Much appreciated. Frozen Duckling says the Seahawks have such a good team they could win with Drew Lock. Well, that's debatable, but yeah, go Darnold, go Seahawks. Like, Drake May and the Patriots are finally going to have to play a real team that has not had a freak injury to their quarterback. Goffy Gwendolyn says, this was a solid potential win. The math isn't mathing. We should have won this game. They just played Tampa. Panthers had time to rest, and now there's a possibility we've lost Ekblad. Why did Bennett think he was McDavid on that one potential scoring chance? Just shoot and hope for the best, my dude.
Let's get inside the Panthers dressing room and hear from Carter Verhaeghe.
Great job, Scripps. We can't hear a thing that's Verhaeghe is saying.
Had some technical difficulties, obviously, on that one, so we'll try and check in again later with the Panthers dressing room. But overall, like you said, Joe, you know, these
All right, so remind me, who do we play next?
They've been tricky for the Florida Panthers, returning from a road trip where they had so much success.
Well, let's always talk about that first game back home. I don't know.
That's right. We have to play at St. Louis.
It just seems to be like that throughout the whole game.
At St. Louis. And we'll probably crush them in that game. Because apparently we are only really capable of winning. We had a massive road trip recently. Our last home win was on January 4th. January 4th against the Avalanche.
Awesome game against us. And, yeah, it's tough to get the points, but
Hang on a second. Let me confirm this news I just heard. Aaron Ekblad is fine after blocking the shot. Apparently, the shot broke his shin pad. Hey, Dad. Ekblad is okay. Apparently, the shot just broke his shin pad. All right, so the Stanley Cup, the three-peat run is back on, ladies and gentlemen. We're still going to the Stanley Cup. Ekblad is okay. Now let's find out if Lundell. Jose says just trolling a little. Probably had the driest winter out here in Utah. Yeah. Well, weather in Utah is dry in general. Am I right? Yeah, Boston, Montreal, and Buffalo all won. It could have been worse, though. Boston and Montreal both won in overtime, so they did not get regulation wins. And Buffalo made sure to beat Toronto in regulation so that Toronto did not get another point. Ghost Slayer says, thank goodness Ekblad is good, but that's crazy. The shot broke his shin pad. That's either a deadly shot hitting the very fortunate place, or that is one flimsy ass shin pad. George Richards reported that he's fine and it broke his shin pad.
Okay.
So,
Okay, that's good.
Manny says, I was sure we were going to lose tonight after blowing another lead versus Vegas. Really? But the Habs are overtime merchants this season.
All right.
Goat Slayer says, no need to phone it in, but we got to start playing the goalie that yields the result in the win column. Nothing against Bob for the 1,000th time, but it's just not working. Chill on the bench a bit. Arcia says, Bolts fan here, don't worry. Cats fans will continue the Florida tradition of making it to the finals. You guys can rest up and take 2027. All right.
All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us. Appreciate y'all. Thank you all very, very much for all the super chats. Genuinely appreciate it. We're not going to win every game, but damn it, I hate losing. That's never going to change.
0 for 4 on the power play while surrendering to shorthanded.
That's rough. That's rough. You can't win games like that. Not at all. So, all right, everybody. I'll have a recap up in about a half hour. Appreciate y'all. I'll see you tomorrow at noon. Try to enjoy the rest of your night.
Good night, everyone.